This is epic. This state is beautiful.
This is amazing.
Feels like we're on another planet. Wow.
9 degrees. That is the coldest, I think, period, we have ever stayed overnight in the RV.
This might have been a mistake. If you're new here, we're Howard and Caitlin Newstate, dog people, food people, adventure people. We've been road tripping in our Winnebago Navion for over 2 years. After spending the first half of 2020 RVing through central Mexico, we came back to explore the beautiful western U.S.
It's snowing. Can you believe it?
Our passion is sharing the amazing,
Really above the clouds.
wonderful, and sometimes challenging parts of our life on the road with you.
You're good over on my side.
Taking you off the beaten path, meeting incredible people, and trying new things. Each week we bring you along with us to experience all the amazing places our little home on wheels takes us. Last week we made our way from Wyoming to Utah, stopping near Salt Lake City to catch up on work and enjoy some free camping with epic views. And today we make the 4-hour drive to Moab, a place that's been on our list for quite some time. We scouted out a free campsite just south of downtown and got ready for an epic week of adventuring. We are going on a spontaneous adventure. 4.5 miles from here, there are 2 arches that we can see without going the hour into Arches National Park. We will be doing that. Do you want me to drive or do you want to drive?
I'll drive.
I'll trade you. It is an off-road vehicle road, but the reviews claim that you can get there in a normal vehicle. So we're gonna test it out and see if we can see some arches. Scout, you ready for an adventure? How is it so far?
Oh, this is fine. We've definitely been on worse roads camping.
All right, the last mile of the road definitely got a little dicey.
That's a good word.
We officially came to a point in the road where we could make it no further, but these rocks are so beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna park and I'll have to go look. We found it, we found it. Oh, it's so cool.
Wow. So I wonder if you can get up there.
There is a way to get up there, I don't really. Are you sure it's a good idea?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh. I don't know.
Just looking to see.
Oh, okay. She looks terrified.
So I would just go. We decided not to go up with the dog situation. We could probably scurry our way up, but then it was like, well, how do we get Scout up and down? Not really a viable way to carry the dog or lift the dog up.
Whenever we go to a new state, I fall in love and then I'm like, I now have a new favorite state. And it just always happens over and over, and they're all so different, and they're all so beautiful, and how do you pick one that's a favorite? It's national park time!
Yeah!
So we are going into Arches today, and we're just gonna do the driving tour and kind of get our bearings. That's usually what we like to do if we have a couple of days at a national park.
We love the Gypsy Guides. This is not a sponsored post. And they're audio tours for a number of the national parks across the US and Canada. And they're excellent, they're really thorough, they're fun, and they give you a really nice overview, particularly like in our situation where we want to drive through and kind of figure out where we're going to go over the days to come. They're perfect.
So as soon as we came into the park, there are already these fun rock formations, and they're known as the 3 penguins. And one of them has his beak pointed out, so you can clearly see, using a little imagination, that they look like penguins.
It's like people that see things in clouds. We're looking at things in rocks. Wow. This is balanced rock. And according to the audio recording, it's the size of 3 school buses, and I believe it.
The closer you get to it, you can really see just how big the rock on top is. It's massive.
So they call structures like this hoodoos. They're formed because of various layers, and you can kind of see that actually in the balanced rock, where it looks like a layer of almost like concrete. It's not concrete, it's just a different type of rock. and there's different softness or hardness to different layers of rock. And as those soft layers erode, they form structures like this.
We're coming up to our first arches. I can see them. Oh, I'm so excited. The one we saw last night was just a teaser of what we can see here. Well, we found where all the people are in the park. Of course, they're by the arches.
Window number 1.
It's big.
North window doesn't hold a candle to south window. Look at that.
I hired him to teach you and teach everybody at home.
What?
So this park was designated an International Dark Sky Park in July of last year.
Really?
Yeah, we started 10 years ago, revamping all the lighting in the park, and then it's a very rigorous process to actually apply and get approved.
We are big fans of dark sky places. We've been to a bunch of them, so that's really awesome.
And if you don't really know what a dark sky park is or what a dark sky area is, it just means that it's an exceptional area for stargazing, and so the light is limited in these areas so you can actually see the stars.
So now we're heading to the Double Arch. It's like the song Double Rainbow, except with arches. It's the same idea. It's like McDonald's. At 112 feet, this is the tallest arch in all of Arches National Park.
Out of all the arches we've seen so far, this one's my favorite. The sun is setting, and so we decided it's best to not continue on.
I'm not really that sad about it because we're gonna come back.
We are.
We are staying very close to Arches, so we'll come back another day. There's so much more of this park to explore. Only a couple miles into the park at this point.
And we have no set time as to when we're gonna leave here, so it's the beauty too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very hungry. It is that time.
A cheeseburger is in Caitlin's future. We're at a local institution, Milt, which has been here since 1954, serving really inexpensive, delicious food. It's located off the strip in Moab. As you can see, there's a lengthy line right now, and I don't think it's gonna shorten anytime soon. They're only open until 7 p.m., so you gotta get here early.
Hello.
Good morning.
Happy Saturday. At least it's Saturday for us right now.
Caitlin, what do you want to do today?
I don't know. We don't know what we should do. We have a dilemma because the weather tomorrow and Monday is not supposed to be great. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. It's going to be 19 degrees tomorrow night with possible snow. And then the high on Monday is 32.
So, maybe we go to Canyonlands today. We still have to do a driving tour anyway. Hopefully the weather breaks pretty fast, so maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday we can actually go back out exploring.
But first, breakfast. So here we go again, trying to use our imagination to envision something in the shape of a rock. Supposedly, these two rocks resemble two Civil War era ships, the Merrimack and the Monitor. So tell us what you think.
I think they look like giant rocks. The one on the left kind of looks like a ship. I don't know about the one on the right.
It's harder than it looks.
Caitlin, I think you got a knack for it.
Ta-da! Not as good as balancing rock yesterday in Arches. But.
So we're heading now to the Gemini Bridges, which is accessible off of the conveniently named Gemini Bridges Road. If you don't have all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, it could get a little dicey.
I don't think I'd try it in a car.
The sand on part of the road gets a little bit deep, but this area is really beautiful, and it's, I don't know, like probably 20 minutes maybe off of 313.
Which is the road to Canyonlands National Park, so we detoured a little. Oh, that's really cool.
And there's not a guardrail to be found. Holy smokes. See, it's two bridges. Ta-da!
Good job.
Canyonlands. Do you ever get the feeling sometimes that you're going to a location and it's like the Statue of Liberty or the Eiffel Tower? Well, that's what Mesa Arch is for Canyonlands. Everybody's here. It's a must-stop location, but boy, is it crowded. All right, Caitlin, we made it.
It is really beautiful.
I can totally see, because look, it's like this arch is framing beautifully the canyon. It's gorgeous. By the way, we're facing east when you're looking through there, so it's not a good place for sunset. So maybe come here in the mornings.
So this is our third or fourth national park where it's been smoky. It's kind of just comical at this point. So some of the like major attractions we haven't been able to see.
And to the west, it's quite smoky, but to the east, not as smoky.
Very
so we're at an overlook now looking east.
This park is very interesting. It's split into actually 3 different areas. 2 are accessible by paved roads. So we drove to the furthest point of one of the paved road sections today, and we decided that we're gonna wait to see some of the rest of it once the smoke is hopefully cleared after the rain tomorrow. Plus it's a Saturday and there's just so many people. So our plan now is to head back into town and get groceries, because we're not gonna leave the RV for probably the next 2 days because the weather is gonna be so bad.
It might snow, y'all.
Yes, luckily we have plenty of propane. We have 3 little furry heaters that will cuddle with us.
That's all we're gonna do.
I'm kind of excited. Howard, it's your favorite.
It is. I love me chicken quesadilla night. Getting our salsa out. Look, we're trying a new one tonight. Tonight we're trying cilantro lime.
Grab my guac.
Yeah. This is Caitlin's famous homemade guacamole.
And ta-da. Ready?
Oh yeah. Let's dig in. Trying to go out and film, get a little time-lapse action with a storm coming in, and a huge sandstorm is on the front face of this snowstorm, because that's not crazy enough to have a snowstorm and sand.
Yeah, we couldn't see anything outside just a second ago. Wow. All right, don't blow away. Scout and I are diligently checking the forecast because we are officially under a winter storm warning. 2 hours ago, it was 67 degrees, and right now it is 43 degrees out. Scout's very excited.
Scout, you just knocked me over. Scout, what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I think she wants to see her second snow ever. So it's now a 90% chance of snow starting at 5 p.m. So hopefully we see some of it. It is raining, as I'm sure you can hear. So we are hunkered down. I was in the middle of cleaning, which I love to do. And guess what, Scout? It's snowing!
Oh man, would you just look at that out there?
I'm excited.
You excited, Scout?
More snow. It's only her second time seeing snow.
Oh,
First
yeah?
time was in Denver. She didn't really like it. We'll see.
Fingers crossed.
She's like, I'm not going out there.
Gonna have to.
I opened the door briefly and she was like, nope.
Layers. Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna stay in here, right, Scout? What was that stuff? Well, the forecast was right. Right on time at 5 o'clock, the changeover happened and everything is now covered with snow. It looks like a blizzard outside and there's big flakes falling and flying around. It's crazy.
on, Scott. Scott, come on, let's go. Come on.
Everything's frozen, by the way. It is 4:30 in the morning.
Oh.
Next week, we face the consequences of near 0-degree camping as we battle our way through this desert deep freeze. But the sun comes back and illuminates gorgeous landscapes, Native American petroglyphs, and reveals beauty in the narrow canyons of Arches National Park. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications when we post our weekly videos. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.